Alright. Back to farming for fraux. Alright. What are you doing, old man? What you doing, Kevin? What you doing out of bed? Cappy. Capybara. What's up, Cappy? How was your week? Were you able to get your Epic 7 teams up and running? I'm pretty sure this is slower than the other team, but too lazy to keep turning the other team skills on and off. Would be pretty good boon reps on top of that. After the patch, rest of that. Oh, I don't know if it's like. What's up, Goku? Speaking of stacks, you're building up them stacks. I see you. I see you. So I have a tired for its plus version. Terrible. Ran through some of these defenders a little bit. Nope. Nothing much, honestly. Tired. Oh no, my brain's like so fried today. I don't even know why. I don't think I even do enough stuff during the week to justify my brain being as fried as it is today. But you, how's the cleaning? Able to get all of it done? Able to wax on, wax off? I still can't believe. Burns the flow of that. Good. Glad you finished. That's good. Yeah. It always kind of sucks when you're cleaning and then you don't like finish and then you have to do more tomorrow or something. Oh, that's the Oh, it's the great. Oh, the great sword. Oh, interesting. Damn, that's a pretty big increase. Radius of 180 to 240. That's good. Was there any reason for the cleaning, or is it just, stuff is getting too dirty, or just, that time of year you gotta clean stuff out? Who's getting nagged? That's some age, Goku. You gotta be more on top of that. You gotta become nag proof. You gotta be like, you'll never nag me again a day in your life. Clean now. Now you gotta keep it that way. That's the next challenge. Oh, that's what that does. That's kind of cool. Oh no, Opera did a bunch of changes recently. We gotta try to figure out all the different changes and stuff. Oh, that's gonna deal a shit ton of that. Ooh. Yeah, Reaper. That's round two? That's a three. Oh yeah, two is the stability one. Keeping clean requires effort, and that requires energy, and you hate wasting energy? I mean, not really, right? Like, it's like if you bring in, like, let's say you get something takeout, right? And you take the box and you sit down and you eat, but you just pick up the box and go put it in the trash. You're gonna leave your room anyway. So, like, there's a lot of little things you can do that help keep things clean for a long time. I say this as someone who really didn't like doing stuff like that when I was younger. And eventually I just forced myself to do like little things at a time, and they helped. Now it's not like perfect, but it's still better than nothing. Remember, every habit ever developed starts with baby steps, one step at a time. Not a morning person. And if you're forced to clean up after getting back when you're super tired, you hate it. I mean, yeah, but a lot of that's also, again, kind of like, if you know when you have a free day, like, trust me, I get it. It's hard. Especially when I was like working or going to school. I did not want to do it. But a lot of times you can find like an extra little bit here and there. Again, you don't have to like clean everything. I just mean like, find a little something you can do once a week and then just expand on that as that becomes like habitual over time. Every habit ever formed always happens one drop at a time. Sounds like I want you to write an essay and you say no. No, I'm just telling you, just figure out what things that you can kind of get out of the way on a daily basis. You don't have to, it elongates the times between you getting nagged and having to clean stuff. And then you slowly add to that list as time goes on, and eventually you realize, oh wow, all these little things I do make it where I don't really have to clean all that much anymore. Ew, labor, bro, that's just life. That's just life. That's what you signed up for when you came into this world. No questions, no, didn't care about your opinion. They're just like, oh, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to be laborious. Mm-hmm. This is a spear have? Two. Pretty sure this, yeah, spear. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. What the fuck? Did I sign a contract like boy was I mean, not only would you need money for the lawyer, you would need a target, which would basically have to be your parents and then the hospital or whoever helped birth you. And so that's just a slippery slope. And then eventually you just have to go and be like, we're gonna go sue God because he let me exist. And then you're just cooked from there. Just cooked from there. All right, they took. Right. Don't understand anything. So, well, any. Well, which part? The part of where you got to sue, or what came after? Because what came after, I was just reading something else. Didn't really have anything pertaining there. Oh, finally. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's too much info for your tired brains. That's right. Bro, that's just a regular Tuesday for me. That's just the normal stuff my brain thinks on a daily basis. I wish I knew what it was like to think about less things than that. Wait, isn't Mender's rebuke the mace? You're gonna bonk the shit out of you? Oh no, it's the staff skill. Oh. Just look at it this way, you know, it's treat it like building muscle, right? Building your mental muscle. Every time you short circuit, you rebuild your brain, big braining fibers, and then you make your braining even bigger. Right, just like when you're working out and you're tearing muscle fibers, and then as they heal, they become bigger muscles, and you get stronger. It's the same thing. Trust. I would never lead you astray. Outplays resolution. Lower max charge per level consume charge. No, it's like Might and Fury. I can't believe they didn't do anything to buff Blade Sword and World World and PvP. Everything was just PvE buffs. Oh, he explode. I forget how many fights does it take for it to upgrade. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, that's the fear, isn't it? Yeah. Bow, okay. Hit duration. Yeah, reduced base barrier. Half. Skills chain reaction now grants resolution instead of protection. Which I'm thinking resolution is just constitution stuff. Yeah, initial base barrier again by half, basically. Pulsing barrier by as much. Daily multiplier by about half, a little bit more than half. Isn't it? 45 seconds, I'm pretty sure it's an elite skill. Oh, that was from PvP, so World v World, it should still be 6. Oh, wait, no, World v World, it's 30 seconds, and PvP, it's 60 seconds. Which will be 45 seconds. This offhand. 5-second cooldown, but you're trading it for the first hit, mobilizing instead of the second. Increase the cooldown from 20 seconds to 25 seconds. The duration of resistance from 4 to 3 seconds. Mm-hmm. 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 I just remember, man, I have to do like a week's worth of. Oh, I have to do a bunch of stuff tomorrow for Guild Wars and Unlist and stuff like that. I also forgot, I need to do my StarRel. Hopefully this doesn't cause my... It didn't crash last time, but you never know with OBS. Sometimes OBS likes to crash when it normally shouldn't. I didn't even know there was enough people using the Char Artillery Barrage in Guild Wars 2 for them to even realize there was a problem with that. What crazy bozos did something with that? Yeah, they're doing a big patch for World v World, which is nice, but I'm hoping that um, they'll keep an eye on it and then do a patch sooner after they realize that it caused too many things to like fall off. But it's always hard, especially in a PvP scenario, to balance between melee and ranged. Honestly, in general, it's always just hard to balance PvP and ranged. It's just in PvE, it's like due to the nature of how they design things, that's more of like a game developer issue. While in PvP, it's like, well, it's a really like tightrope balance of, well, you got to make melee builds like tanky enough to be able to close the gap, or fast enough to be able to close the gap with the ranged, uh, with like ranged builds before they get just completely just shat on. But then if you do that, you might accidentally completely invalidate range skills, which then would just cost everybody playing. It's just it's a really like fine line to cross. Like realistically speaking, it's better to the best way to have melee would be, or like the easiest way to balance melee is you have most of the melee builds be kind of very fast, but very fast, very bursty, and but kind of like squishy. While the range builds are, you know, not so fast and a bit more on consistent damage rather than burst damage. But then that just makes for a boring if everything's like that. Because as they say, the variety is the spice of the life. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like easier said than done. I'm hoping they can find a pretty good balance for it. Yeah, I kind of feel like I should retry tactics. Some point. Every time I see like Warhammer stuff, which I've been watching a lot of recently, I always am like, should I give the Warhammer mobile gacha games a try again? And the answer is realistically no, I probably shouldn't. Will I? I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to see which ones are on Steam. I won't lie. Other people, like, in some cases, like, some of the mobile to, PC ports that they've been doing, like, I'm like, why is that even on PC if you're not even gonna try? But I'm kind of for it just because I'm honestly not on my phone all that much. Like, the amount of times I'll, like, leave my phone in the bathroom on the other side of the house because I'm just so disconnected from it is very often, especially on the weekends. During the weekdays, I'm a bit more like, oh, I know where my phone is because I use it to make sure, it's how I keep track of what's going on with the stream in case things start messing up. But like on the weekend when I'm not streaming, I don't know where that shit is like half the time. There was one time I woke up and I left it like on the couch that's next to my bed because it's also my alarm clock. And I just walked off and I spent the whole day without it. And like my mom was like, oh, I texted you to come help me. I was like, oh shit, I don't even know where my phone is right now. It was funny. I'm so like unattached from mostly because I spent all my time on the computer. Well, it's either that or I'm like laying on the floor in my room. So if someone like DMs me, I can hear it. Oh, what I should do is I should play the Gladius for Warhammer 40,000 that I own. What's up, Zurich? How's your day going? Welcome back. Day's been well. Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh, I don't know if you saw. I put a video that came across of someone who did a geisha. Pretty sure it's like Magna, but they have like 3 Cosmos katanas. But they did it without like Cosmos or Summer horse. Granted, I don't know how viable it is without. They're running like 3 Providence summons. They have like Yatama, Bubs, and 000. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can replicate that. I mean, it just isn't even considering the fact that I don't even have the Cosmos Katanas to even attempt to do this stuff. Or I could have just beaten up this turtle with my other team. But like the team itself didn't seem too bad. Just it's the classic case of Opus plus Cosmos Katanas, which I don't have, and a bunch of pretty high summons. Because they use like Lunalu, Lucio, and they did use Summer Cereal. I mean, I could replicate it. I'm pretty sure I have light Lunalu. I think, maybe. I'd have to double check. Pretty sure I've gotten her. I feel like I've gotten her. I could have just killed that with my other side. I will say, do you have any idea what I could use the collab girl for? Like what fight she'd be like good to just test her out on? Saw the video, don't know how relevant all the Providence summons were for it. I do know he used all of them. But yeah, I'm not sure. The only one I'm like I feel like probably did something was 000. Because there was a he used it for an omen. But like Buzz, I think, was the main summon, so that one's obviously the most relevant, like relevant one out of all of them, which is fine because I have Bubs. But I'm not sure how. Like, I don't think the Yatama summon's like all that like big of a deal. You could probably just replace that with a fully transcended Chef summon and be perfectly fine with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know, all I know is that at the very least I need to start trying to do some Cosmos. At least if not hosting them, just joining in a couple. Actually, I probably should be hosting them. I feel like they'd probably go pretty fast right now. At the very least, to get a dagger made. And if not even that, then just have the clear done plus extra mats for ultimate mastery. I started doing my Diaspora hosts again. With my the main intention was to get Diaspora mats for ultimate mastery, and all I've been getting is like weapons. It's been kind of funny. I had one, I think so far. I'd have to double check. I think like in the last 3 hosts, I've gotten weapons on all of them. I think one of them was like actually uh mimic. Mimic. I don't know, it'd be good to test around. Yeah. I don't either. The other big problem is that I don't even know like if I even have a reason to test her out, because it's like, well, I may not have the super premium win characters of like Valentine Grimnir and Halloween Lich. I have like everything else you would want in Wind to use for most setups. So it's like I don't even really have a spot to use her in. Just work from last night. Probably. Oh wait, no, right. I did some break today for the. There it is. I got a katana here. Fist katana there. I kind of wish you could sort this by raids. That'd be a nice quality of life point. Or at least like exclude raids, or like have one be like for event raids and one for regular. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, and then another glove. Yeah. The last three like Diaspora hosts have just netted me for four four weapons, and I'm just like, well, I can't really complain because there are four weapons, but the problem is that like they're not weapons I can just. I mean, I could reduce them, but I do plan on building like another katana and fists and stuff. Maybe meds and nothing else. Yeah, usually it's the katanas. I thought I was done, but I don't feel. Yeah, I need one more katana. With one more katana, I think I'm just gonna start like insta reducing all the other ones. But I want to get at least the fist built, because I think that even if I don't do, I've seen builds that use the fist like even without being marked too, like in a couple of situations. So I kind of want to get those built with like defense, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But if I want to build one, I'm sure I'll get enough because the goal, right, is to build enough, build enough, uh, enough ultimate mastery to be ready for Shieldsworn next month, and then after that, it's start going down the list of other stuff. Get like Necromancer, Rising Force, Yamato, Barton, all of those kind of ultimate mastery along the way. I will say the drop rate for stuff from this fight, or like the mats for this fight, are so shit compared to the proof one. This one's definitely to just farm for S in general. Cause like the proof one, you could usually guarantee like one in a couple, like one every like two. I was usually getting one every other. Sometimes getting, I think sometimes you could get like two. So it was like it wasn't too bad, but this one like I think we started at like 142 and we're at like 144. Well, I don't know if I can really count it. I also did a bunch of the. I decided to like deal with the batch of defenders I had. Cause this one is like it's farming for that for the predominantly mostly for the Ideens, but also for the chest. Cause this one has the chance for the Devil Ideen and then the Flameborn Astra, but their drop rates are pretty low. So it's mostly just farming for chests with the hope that we'll get one of them. Luckily, the Ideens. Okay, no, never mind. We need a. I was about to be like, we don't really need too many looks over at my notepad. 440. It's like, never mind, we need a lot. Come on, side games. I need that Tales of Arcarum with the double. With Frau Gib. But yeah. I don't know if it's just because, like, I doubt it. I'm gonna assume that it's mostly just a case that, just a case of, content creators have her, but she's kind of whatever, so nobody's made a video on her, but nobody's made a video to win the girl for the collab. People have made videos for Jack. People have made videos for Neji. Nobody's made a video for this chick. Mm-hmm. Imagine having a game where there's a bug for players who have non-standard letters or characters in their name, preventing the completion of raids and receiving rewards. That is wild. That is actually wild. I've seen a lot of strange bugs in MMOs in my time, but that one, I have to say, that one takes the cake. Like, that is wild. That definitely takes the cake for bugs I've heard existing in a game. That's funny. That is funny. Sounds like something that was a bug. There's some dev back there being like, I was tired of having to code that shit for those fuckers. Tired of having to keep updating that script. This'll teach y'all. Don't put them fancy tags in your name. Learn ASCII. Put in regular stuff like the rest of us. That is wild, though. That's funny. That cracks me up. Look at how fast this kills. Oh, doing a Blade and Soul remaster. Might have to try that one again. I can never really get into the Blade and Soul when it first came out, because one thing that kind of like turned me off a bit was the enforced PvP for the costumes they would give you. Because they had these like pretty cool looking costumes, but they would put you into a faction, which if someone was wearing the other costume for like the other faction, they could just attack you for free. And it got kind of annoying. My life, it was really weird being able to sit like crisscross applesauce in my chair. Not something I've ever been able to do. And now I'm just like crisscross applesauce, just leaning on my desk. You fucker, how'd you survive? Who told you you could live? Who said you could live more than one turn? Nobody. Right, you know it's bad when I'm looking up like Dragon Nest as like MMO to play. To be fair, I need to keep like what is it? There's a Royal Quest Online one that kind of I've been messing around a little bit, teeny tiny bit on the side. Play that one a little bit more. I think I might enjoy it. The needle side thing. There's an old free to play MMO I used to play like a long time ago. I used to play a lot called Tales of Pirates, and I've had the itch to try to see if that still exists, but I've also been like too lazy. But I remember they did like a sequel to it that wasn't. I don't know if it's still around. It might still be around. Manu. Welcome. You're doing well. Isn't that open on Spotify? Hello, Spotify. It like opened on my browser, but it didn't open on like Spotify. Wait. Who's it queued up? Closing into potential. Classics of weapons or sword katana. I mean, I have a decent amount of. The nice thing is definitely the chest, though. But we're definitely in like the slow grind part. Oh, hey, it's upticked a little bit. We got one more Dean and two more Astras. Drop rate on this is rough. Rough, I tell you. Oh, you know, shit. I just remembered Tree of Savior exists. That's a game I've always wanted to try to get back. I streamed that for a little bit. I think like last year when I got back into it again. Like it's a fun game, but it's just like at the same point, it just doesn't quite scratch the itch that I wanted to scratch. I thought that sounded familiar. I think that's on this playlist, this radio. At the very least, I've heard it pop up. Oh, it might have been on. Was it on yesterday's? Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah, this is a good song. I like jamming out to it. Also, since it was Songo Requesto, that means I have an excuse to go put it on the viewer playlist. Winning. Winning. Extra winning. It made me check because I was like, wait, like because I know that's on the song radio. Because what I have currently playing is like a song radio. I was like, wait, did I just skip over it? But no, yeah, that's good pick. Good pick. Thumbs up. Very good choice. Very approved. There we go. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, I'm thinking Perfect World. That's an MMO I used to play when I was younger. Quite a decent amount, but I think that's getting like a re-release, or like updates and stuff. I'm kind of keeping an eye out on that one too. I think it's got a Steam page up. I never thought I'd see the day that a class that was a tank would have the name Berserker, and a class that was not a tank had the name General. Interesting naming convention. uh, oh, I might try it out when the game comes out. It's a little cutesy, but you know, we can add it to the list of games. It's what. So the random thing with MMO that I was looking at was YouTube was like, by the way, we hear it through the birds. The birds have been telling us that you've been looking for MMO, so they just randomly recommended me MMO news like video. And on it there was an MMO for that I didn't know existed. It'd be kind of interesting. It was Poke MMO, which obviously Pokemon's MMO. So I'm checking out their website, and it's like free to play. Just register, download, play. Simple as that. Multiplayer. That's what the MMO stands for. Like, you bastards. That cracks me up. That's funny though. That's really funny. Oh. Music classes, I don't. Not really surprising. I haven't paid attention to Dragoness since it like came out to the West forever ago. Mostly affected by strength and intellect. Deals both magic and physical damage. Piercer. Huge spear. Your power. Yeah, I was about to say that probably leans towards the physical side of things. I heard you talking smack, so started upping the ID and drops. Ouch. How about this? I don't know, you gotta let the game know that you're watching it. 10th base class, 4th male. Gracias por el agua. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Seven Knights was supposed to get relaunched, wasn't it? That's actually a gacha game I'd want to get back into. I had a fun time playing it when I first played it. That was probably the only other gacha game next to Granblue that I actually played for a long period of time, like continuously. Oh wait, right, okay. Ah, I thought it was more like Ragnarok, where it was like once you selected a path, it took you through, but you actually have a choice for only like three classes, three advanced. Mhm. Mhm. Always been a sucker for classes that have like a lot of like advancements. Like games that have classes with a bunch of advancements on them. I don't know why. I've always just liked the concept of it. Which is funny to say because the MMOs I've spent my most time playing never had those systems. Like almost all the MMOs I've ever actually sunk a lot of time into were MMOs where it was like at most they would have like a singular advancement, but you were generally just playing the same thing all the way through. Like the one MMO that has my most amount of time is obviously World of Warcraft, which, well, you have a class and then the class has like 3 specializations and that's it, right? Like it's not like there's further specializations into it. The next one that is probably the next is Final Fantasy 14, which it's kind of basically turned into just being a single job. Like originally it was like you played a class until like a certain level, then you did the job thing, you got your shiny little rock that somehow magically let you learn, you know, the job crystal that then let you learn further maneuvers. But again, after that, why are you surviving? Why are you not triple attacking every time? Has to be MC. MC has to be the problem there. Actually, maybe it's Gabriel. Might be Gabriel. Gabriel might not be tripling. But yeah, it's just it's like it's really weird because like as a system I've always enjoyed its concept. And I always like look at games that have it, I'm like, oh that's so sick. But for some reason, the games that always have those sorts of systems have like other systems that usually just annoy me. Then I don't keep playing it. Which sucks, because again, I think that system's like pretty neat. Oh, there was an RPG game I played a long time ago that was like that. Cause like I'm always been a fan of like the the games I played, because I played some of the older Final Fantasies where they had like the job system and stuff like that that had like advanced jobs to unlock and all that kind of jazz. And I played other like RPGs that are like that, and I've always those are usually like really good ones and that I enjoy playing. But I don't know why when it comes to uh for MMOs, I've never been able to stick with those for that long. Oh, oops. I did the refresh and not the back. We'll see how much. We'll see how many chest 3 hours of beating up fake Ifrit gives us. I was originally thinking that maybe doing like 2 hours. I think I'll just go for the 3 hours, because why not? Why not? Mm-hmm. Why are you surviving, you hoe? Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled. I don't think this is on Steam.
Hippity hoppity, your Yubi is my property.
No. Mine. I'm busy multitasking. I need my UBs. Out there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, what am I doing? Autopiloted that. Oopsies. Thought I was still fighting effort. No unsanctioned UB thievery in this house. I will not stand for this. As if I'm not just sitting down permanently all times. Oh, I should beat up the turtle. I forget the whole point is to like stack up the treasure boxes, so I forget to beat up the turtle at least like once an hour. Do those boosts stack? Like if you kill multiple turtles, like does it stack like either the duration or whatever? I don't actually know. That's how little I've dealt with it. I mean, I guess I could just beat up another turtle to find out. Duration death stack. Adds more to the. We're beating up some turtles. I at least beat up another one that covers the rest of the time. Good to know. That means next week I'll just beat up like 3 turtles ahead of time. Or however many I have to beat up to get it to 3 hours. And then we'll just let it rip. Ah, I've been trolling! I've been trolling! Rookie mistake, I should have looked that up. To be fair, I didn't have that many before I started grinding anyway. Oh, that means I should have been doing that on the other side then. When we were farming for the proofs. Oh well, live and learn. It's kind of funny though, because the other day I was like googling on like free to play MMOs and stuff, and it led to the conversation of someone wondering why Final Fantasy 11 was like still sub based with how old the game is, and it cracked me up because somebody was like rattling off like other games that also were sub based. I don't remember all of them, like older games, and the one I do remember, which made me go, huh. I don't think he understands how it works. Mind you, this like Reddit post was from like a year ago, right? So it's not like it was like super long time ago. But they quoted EverQuest 2. They're like, EverQuest 2 has a sub-based system. It's like, no, EverQuest 2 has like a free to like try basically system that you can then do sub if you want. I would know. I dabbled in EverQuest 2 a decent amount a couple years ago. To the point that I sometimes still debate whether I want to get back into it and take my little Dark Knight Lizardman shenanigans around. He also said Dark Age of Camelot, but I think Dark Age of Camelot also recently in the last couple of years did a transition into having like a version, like basically an unlimited free trial with pretty decent restrictions, which I debated trying out at one point, but then I was like, that's a really big time sink that I'd rather not deal with. But it's just like, I don't know. I honestly think that Final Fantasy 11 would potentially benefit from having something similar. I don't know how they would do it though, because you wouldn't really be able to restrict the jobs too much, because it's kind of one of the big draws for 11. Like for instance, 11, I still have fond memories of playing like a samurai. I liked the way samurai played in that game, where you were kind of like a off tank who specialized in like making sure or at least that's the way I played it, where you just like, you'd pick up stragglers and stuff and you're kind of like a backup tank in oh shit situations, and then but a lot of it was just using your skills to let the rest of the group deal a shit ton of damage, which is a really fun playstyle. And then you looked really cool because you had like samurai armor and I don't know. I think that's a game, if it ever had something like that, like an unlimited free trial or something, I would probably get back into it to play it. I haven't played that shit in forever. I'd probably have to set up a new account. That one's probably attached to the old email address from when I used to. Because for a while, my parents didn't let me have like an email address when I was growing up, even though I had one kind of behind their backs. But when it came to like games that they were aware that I was playing that required an email address, it'd be kind of weird for me to be like, yeah, I don't have an email address. Proceeds to like boot up a game that requires an account that requires an email address that they know I haven't like asked them to set up. But it's attached to an email address that we don't use. It's the same reason I don't have access to Guild Wars 1. My Guild Wars 1 account was attached to an old email address my dad used to use. And there was one time I wanted to get back into it, and I wanted to they had added the ability to like transfer email, right? But obviously you needed your old email address if you didn't want to go through the super convoluted way where they have to be like, well, can you prove all this like information and stuff? Which was also another problem because it was back during when my like parents were extremely paranoid of the internet, and they're like, yeah, never put your like real name or birth date. So for a long time I was Ray Charles, born in some random month and date combination in the year of when I was born. Because I always left the year that I was born, so I'd at least remember that. I'm just like, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I tried to ask my dad if he had that email, and he's like, no. And I was like, gosh. Yep. I lost the access to the Guild Wars 1 account, which kind of sucked. I guess I could always just buy it if it goes, whenever it goes on sale on Steam for like $5, but I don't really feel like doing that. I'd rather spend $5 on something else. It's kind of one of those cases, like I'm like one of those people that if I own something, especially if it's like an MMO style or something that gets like continuously updated, if I own it and it gets updated, I'll try it. I don't have to spend money. But if I owned it and then I somehow lost it and then I have to spend money again to try out like whatever's new, I'm like, I'm good. I'll pass. That'll be a no from me, dog. They already got my shmonies, they don't need more. But yeah. I got baited. They had a thing for forum, and it's really just a Discord link. I'm assuming they used to have a forum, and then they just moved over to Discord because it's probably easier. I will say though, what is it? Adventure Quest is. I saw that on Steam. There potentially the chance of uh there's like two versions of Adventure Quest I used to play a lot of back in the day. There was the original version, and then there was Adventure Quest World, which was like a bit of a redesign or whatever. I played a lot of that, like a lot of that. I definitely don't even remember what account I used for that. But like, apparently they're gonna bring that to Steam. I might dabble in that again because that was such a, oh my god, I'd play the shit out of that when I was younger. I say younger, but I think I was like, was I like, when did that come out? Because I was playing the original Adventure Quest when I was in middle school. Because I had a friend who had the premium account that his parents would pay for, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm bored of the game. Here, you can use the account if you want in game." And so like I did, and so I played it a lot. And then after I moved, I was like, I kind of feel bad because like I moved, so I don't know the guy anymore. So I stopped playing the game. Uh, and then they came out with Adventure Quest Worlds, and I played that a good amount because it was kind of cool the systems they had. It was a bit more free to play friendly than the original Adventure Quest one. I did try the 3D one that they came out with like 2 years ago or something. At the time, it was a little rough around the edges, so I kind of just didn't play it too much. I might give it another whirl again. Seeing I'm in a state of waiting for the 28th, well 27th technically for us, February for Monhun. Oh my god, he survived! You bitch! Who said you could live? I could probably guarantee it surviving if I just did celestial guidance bogey setup, honestly. Team attack. Oh, nice. Getting a bunch of mimics. Save a couple of pots. Not that it really matters. I think I burned through. I kind of wish that like if a mimic popped up while you're using the back thing, that it would kind of stop you, like kind of just put you out towards the map. But it's fine. I really wish they would kind of squish all the windows you have to click through when you get like after a fight. Cause like it's not too bad when it's like raids, but in some of the other stuff, you have like 3 windows you have to click to before it even shows you the rewards. And it's like, dog, can we consolidate these? You know, just squish them a little bit. Oops. I remember playing Gladiator and Spirit. Who said you could live? The game did. No, they didn't. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Okay. Okay. Now you're being too much of a hoe. You're doing it like one every like 10 or so runs. Now if you're gonna start doing it back to back, I'm gonna have to like set up the other team so that way you can never stand up again in my presence. Honestly, there a game that I feel like it was probably one that I should have made like central to my channel. If I was gonna play it, okay, you're actually starting to piss me off. Like, all right, he's starting to do it every other run now. Who the fuck is not triple attacking? Like, I feel like it has to be MC sometimes because I feel like if as long as uh Gabriel has all of her stacks, then there's no way it lives. Oh, it's either that or you know what's probably happening is the crits aren't going off because since I'm in arcarum and I'm using Bub's main summon, my grid is unbuffed. I still think that book that they brought out for the Tales of Arcarum, the one that you can use that gives you like a buff to like basically acts like a friend summon, that should have just been default added to Arcarum. As like an extra book slot, not even a replacement to the 3 we use. It kind of annoys me that it's not, honestly. Polearm proceeds to show picture of a polearm with like one of the bluntest edges I've ever seen on any polearm model ever. Looks more like a stick with a rock on the end of it. So they didn't even try to make sharp. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if I had the something buffing it, I'd have the guaranteed crit. Because I don't have guaranteed crit. Because this is running my Wamdus spear setup. I mean, I could probably change it to something else. I'm just too lazy. Especially because it works on average, like, majority of the time, except for that random stint where he decided to not kill it every other turn. It's just that I'm pretty sure that if I just set up the, if I just went and grabbed my, what should we call it? Aminyoji one turn setup, it would also just, that one would more than likely just guarantee killing it every time. Because it would be like 5 Ogies. There's no way this thing survives 5 Ogies. Oh no, yeah, at some point, I guess I should like just toss a team together and maybe like beat up a dummy for a bit with the collab girl and see if like maybe no, I don't feel like Galleon would be a good match for her though. Realistically, she could probably be like half decent against Yugu, but she doesn't have like a dispel. Well, I guess like she could probably be useful against Yugu in a setup where I'm just like trying to blue chest and not trying to solo it. Because I think the only person I could replace with someone in my team for Yugu solo would be Enyo for Neji. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh. um I launched Starra in the background so I could do like my dailies and I started up, queued up into the fight, and I never turned on full auto. So they've just been sitting there for almost 2.5 hours, just nothing, just sitting there. And I just remembered about it now while I've been like alt tabbing back and forth between like Steam and stuff, checking if like there's like the MMOs I'm finding are on Steam or not. Frost Quake Shot. No, that was like a month old. No, I'm good. Wait. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to try that demo. The demo for the whatchamacallit? That demo for the Berserker game from like that's based off of I think it's like based off of the Berserker for Dungeon Fighters Online. But I think I don't remember if that was originally Project Barbecue that got changed or Project Barbecue is still going and they're whatchamacallit made that too. But I know there's a demo on Steam. I've been meaning to try it out and I keep forgetting to install it. He survived. Take his kneecap. Oh, he survived a lot of HP this time. What the hell? I see Glorybringer thumbnail. I click. No questions asked. Don't care what element, doesn't matter. We're still watching it. Glorybringer is probably like the one class in this game that I always want to use, and I've used the least out of any of them. So anytime I see something that gives me an excuse to use it, I'm like, we're using it. Don't show me your fronting setup. You're gonna make me cry. I can't do fronting. I don't want to spend the no. No, my gold moons are reserved for the waifus. Never mind. My excitement is gone. My disappointment is immeasurable. And my last 2 minutes of excitement is ruined. Should have known. I should have known. I should have known. To be fair, it might have said that because there was a bunch of kanji on the thumbnail, but I don't. Ain't no way someone's like actual YouTube account name is Symmetria Mark II. That is wild. We found the Cosmos Raid enthusiast. Oh, behold, what is the video about? Cosmos. Cosmos Raid. Oh, shit. Okay. Getting close, getting close. 30 more minutes till freedom. Numbers aren't looking too crazy, but I'm hoping that. I'm assuming the chest should make up for it a decent amount. We've gotten a little bit of Astro. We've started at 270, we're at 282. And we've gotten like 17 of the IDs. Those drop rates are pretty low for 2 hours. 2.5 hours of farming, and like 2.5 for perspective, 2.5 hours got us like 200 something proofs last week. excited to watch a random, whatchamacallit, Rollins and Liberty PvP video. And then I wander over to the comments, just curious. One guy's like showing off that setup, that weapon combo for 1v1 PvP is like bragging to your family about beating your 4-year-old nephew at Mario Kart. I mean, to be fair though, them 4-year-olds nowadays, sheesh, they got them Wario drifts down. I don't know, they build different nowadays. That might be an actual worthwhile brag. No, why are you alive? Why are you alive? Mm-hmm. 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 I got the I got that oh no, this one's Necromancer. Wait, no, is that this one? Is that the one? No, I think that was this one of the ones you posted on the gacha. It cracks me up every time I see the like, put the video back up where it's like for Hexa. It's like the art that they have for it that they drew. It's so funny. Cracks me up. Hexa look like a bunch of fucking noodles. Like those little noodle worms, the fuzzy ones. Shit's so funny. Mm-hmm. Oh, that I just saw a video. Steel Hunters. Oh man, that was like a mini BR thingamajig that I was kind of excited for because a lot of the mech designs were kind of intriguing, but like, I don't know. There's just something about about like the movement control in that game that I'm just not a big fan of. I don't know. I have to see when it like officially launches because it was in the beta. But like, I don't know. The movement felt so like. I guess I mean to be fair, it probably makes more sense because you're like giant mechs, right? But it's just I don't know. I have I have a hard time enjoying the like when movement's like really clunky, even in a situation where it kind of makes sense. Ugh. I just saw a video that had Sieta's Revan fight picture in the thumbnail, and it's reminding me I need to go start fighting those again so I can at least get another sword. Hold up. Rune Slayer Water Solo of Heck. Is that with the main hand? What 82? That's pretty good. That's definitely a lot more than we had from last week. The boofs are doing great. Okay, yeah, he's main handing the Exococatus glove. Well, apparently has a Magna version. Okay, here we go. So for the Magna grid, he's got Cocatus main hand, 2 Diaspora fists with the Militus Wellness fist, 2 New World harps, Celestial staff, Europa harp, Fully Transcendent Opus, Leviathan axe, then Hasbo, Exa axe. Honestly, like grid wise, relatively like tamer than I was expecting. Obviously, kind of interesting because it only has 2 actual. Well, I guess technically you would say because the 2 glove, like the 2 Diaspora weapons are Mark II. Your Hollow Mem note of the day. One of them made a new phrase. Honk Shua. Sleep on that. That's pretty good. Honk Shua. Sleep on that. Me. Every day. What I want to do. Flop over. That was actually pretty good. That was pretty creative. Who did that one? I feel like something Crony would say, but I also wouldn't be surprised if one of the other came up with it. Oh, one of the new girls I haven't kept too much on. Isn't that also the one that's like, or at least like I've seen the thumbnails pop up. Apparently, it wants to play League of Legends a bunch. They keep trying to get people to play League. The League against together, yeah. What is it? I was watching every once in a while. I'll watch like Aurora's like clips and what is it? Blood Flame girls clips. And then I think there's one time it by as a byproduct led to I think it was like Callie was who was in the clip that she was like was mentioning being like I play something. Callie made a mention about like playing League and she was just like play with me and Callie's like no. I was being a little fucking gremlin. Ina joined in her most recent League stream and carried everyone. Bro. Ina's like low key a gamer god, honestly. The amount of times like she'll just like walk up and do something impressive, you're just like, oh shit. Not even surprised. That's kind of funny though. Even though most of the times, especially most of the clips I'll watch is just of the meme moments. Like, what is it? So, like in PoE 2, right? It's like, he has the, what is it? I think it was like Elden Ring, where the intelligence thing came up, right? Where it was like, what, like 9 intelligence or something like that? And then in PoE 2, she had the opposite, where her strength, I think, is like 7 or something. So fun. Ugh. I miss watching. I miss being a Taco Dachi live with the homies. Oh, actually, you know what's a game I've been wanting to try again? Well, I don't know, like, I know it's like somewhat still alive, but it's just like oh, I know I'd get absolutely shit on because I haven't played it in like I didn't get to play it for very long before it went down, and then I haven't played it in forever. But Evolved, like that's a game where the community is like still playing it, and it's like I can like there's like I think it's like a private server or something, because like the actual servers for it got shut down, but or something. I remember there was something going on about, no, I think the actual like servers themselves got like shut down and they got like turned back on, but like you can't get the game again unless you like know people who can get you codes for it. Luckily enough, I had it added to my Steam account before they got taken down. So like I just have it, so I just have to reinstall it. But I was like just randomly on my YouTube, like recommended, it'll just pop up an Evolved stage 2 video, like recent. I think the last one was like a couple days ago, and at that point the video was like a day old. I was like, god damn. I really wish that they would just like relaunch that game, or like someone would just make a new game of that format. Because I feel like if like to this day there's still people posting videos of games for it, like there's gotta be a population for it. Just don't fuck it up this time with the monetization. Like just don't fuck it up this time. Not that hard. It's a lot harder than saying that, but I remember playing it because I remember really enjoying. I never liked playing the monster. I think that was the thing, that one of the things that kind of annoyed me the most was that in that game when you queued up, you didn't get to choose. You got to choose, I think you got to choose like your preference, right? So you could be like, well, I would prefer to be the hunter, or I'd prefer to be the monster. And if matchmaking took too long, it would just take 5 people, and if all of them had preferred like to be hunters, it would still just randomly pick one to be the monster, and it wouldn't care if you were in a party or not. Because I used to play with a buddy, and we would like queue together, and then one of us would get picked as the monster while we're sitting like in call. And it's just, we're both just like, this is a little bit of a problem. But like I don't know, I didn't like playing the monsters that were given by default, and I was holding on to my currency to get one of the monsters who unfortunately at the time wasn't available to get. Like he was in the game because other people had them, but I think I'm thinking they like made him unavailable because they were like doing something to him. And then before he got like re-enabled to acquire, game went bye-bye, way of the dodo. But like, oh, I loved playing. There was 2 hunters I really enjoyed playing. One was a healer, like this bug dude with a shotgun, that was a healer. And then the other one was this like tracker dude with homing darts, and he had like this basically like Thunderdome style ability to like lock a monster up and be like, I got you for 3 minutes. Those are like my 2 favorites that I liked playing. There was a couple other ones I wanted to play more of, but those were the 2 that I tended to play just because most people didn't like playing healer. On the off chance that I got, like, to be fair, which was fine. I liked playing the healers. There was like 2 healers I enjoyed playing. One of which was the bug dude. The other one was there was like a robot dude who was really, really good. The bug dude was more like my comfy pick, like just fun shenanigans to like mess around with. Because he had a really good shotgun. But the robot dude I remember was incredibly busted. Once I got the hang of like how to play him, like bro, like my team just never died. But it was such a cool concept for a game. It was a bit of like a tug of war, because like in the early stages, the hunters are stronger than the monster, and then as the monster goes around, like consuming and eating and evolving, hence the name, it just all of a sudden like, I think it's like the monster had like 3 stages, and 203, goddamn, and so like it was like the initial stage, the monster was incredibly weak. For the most part. Then the second stage, he was still like slightly weaker, but like a good player could get a couple picks and stuff. And then like at like the final stage, the fucker was a beast, and it would take a really like, you would have had to been whittling him down for a long while to get him. And it was just, I don't know, I still remember it fondly to this day because it was such a good game. The only downside was, well, one, due to like population, of people not playing it, most of the people who were playing it were either like brand new like me, or had been playing the game forever, and it made for really wonky imbalances for the games. right? Like if you had like a new player, like when I had to play Monster, like I just get completely railed because like I just wouldn't really understand while I'd be facing people that had played the game, so they kind of understand how like the rotations and like the spots that had the highest likelihood for people to be on, especially for specific monsters and stuff. But even then, even with all that, I still have fond memories of wanting to play it. It's pretty good. And I don't think I'll ever forget it as long as a game like Dead by Daylight still exists and people play it. Because every time someone goes like, "Oh, we should play Dead by Daylight," I just look at it and been like, "You should have been evolved. You should have been evolved." And then I usually just do my usual trouble of like, I don't particularly enjoy games where I have to run away from something trying to kill me without being able to fight back. And I don't know, I've watched Dead by Daylight. It's definitely one of those games that, like, I have it because Epic gave it out for free, but it's definitely pretty firmly on those list of games where I'll watch people play it and I'll enjoy watching people play it, but I'd never play it myself. It doesn't particularly call my attention. But yeah, that one's definitely a case of they had a good foundation and they just fucked it up. That was definitely a case of it was definitely salvageable. The higher ups just took too long to allow the dev team to put things together to salvage it. I don't know. Fingers crossed. I mean, they're relaunching all sorts of stuff nowadays, so maybe one day. Maybe one day they'll be like, oh, by the way, here, relaunching Evolved, free to play. It's not fucked up. Have fun. And then I'll have another game to play and grind. All right. Got like about 4 more minutes. We'll do like 3 more minutes. So it'll probably be what, like another like 4 or 5 of these. Oh right. I also like cemented the 12th. Uh February 12th, there will be no day stream. I can guarantee that. That's the day I'll be spending the morning and the early afternoon packing up the truck with the stuff my parents are going to take over when they leave on the day after. Again, I just left Star just sitting in the bag. This time it was even worse because I turned on the setting where it's just like muted while it's in the background, so I didn't even hear the combat when it finished, but it's fine. I was already done with the dailies anyway. I will say next week, probably Wednesday, probably the Monday, Wednesday night stream will probably just be Star Rail and Zenless to do the events. Because there's a couple events I should get done on both of those games. And then eventually I gotta start doing the story for Star Rail. Because new character comes out next patch that I would like to own. Star, you lived, you bastard. Last run, then we'll open our like 2 bajillion chests that we got. And then we'll re-up 214. Damn. Arcarum. Back it up. Open the 11. These I got earlier because I was doing. Oh wait. These 11 are from earlier. I got the last. I needed like 30. I got the last proofs. I did those before. Mm-hmm. 186 for Ideen's. Not as much as I would have liked. But we kind of fumbled. We should have had a crap ton more boxes if I had realized the turtle thing. And then for Astras, we're up to 298. It's going to be a bit of a loggy grind for sure. We'll be here for a while. I don't think we get... Yeah, no, I think this is just from the bosses. But I have enough for those. Oh, and the Veritas, 332. We got a really good turnout for Veritas, at least. Oh, I need to start. Oh, I keep forgetting to do my pro skips. Yeah, so we have the 840 for the proofs. We have 85. These are not the worry. Forever. Not forever, but for a good while. Definitely plenty of those. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Yeah, the only thing really would be nice would be if we could get Tales of Arcarum for fraux soon, so we could get that nice boost in stuff. What is it? I need to start doing my. Well, I need a spawn. I have 137,000 points. I should probably start. Dean's cost 3,000 for 10. Not like I'm gonna spend it on anything else besides this and the Astra. It barely puts a dent in it. Then Astras have no limit. We'll grab 10 just to kind of keep it in line a bit. I gotta re-up that because I forgot to check the shops. Alright, so now we are actually at 308 here, 196 here. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty nice to just be able to just sit there and just brain dead, like half brain dead, because I was still like checking up like some other stuff I was interested in checking out. But yeah, that's what we're gonna call it for the night. So thank you everybody for watching. Like I said, February the 12th there'll be no day stream. There'll probably be a night stream. I'm not 100% sure. If I'm like super dead, I won't do a night stream either. So that just might be no streams all day. But as always, I'll let y'all know in the Discord. So feel free to hop in. That's usually where that's when I say I go live. That's when I say if I don't go live that day, which I usually, you know. Oh, feel free to stop by, say hello. But yeah, Monday. All right. So aside from that, a slight shift in the, I guess, content stuff. So starting next week, Tuesday, Thursday nights will be more coding, working on side projects. We're gonna kind of shift a bit and kind of like focus a bit more on getting the side projects done. I really want to just get that meal list one done. So what I plan on doing is on Monday, more than likely, because I doubt I'll actually work on it over the weekend, we'll probably finish up the last exercise that I was working on today for the MOOC program, and then we're gonna put the courses on a back burner. Because to be honest, I've been feeling a little like cagey, a little bit burnt out on the studying, but mostly like sitting here and for like, especially this last week, I'm like, I need to just be using this. Like I need to just be doing things that's not just like these exercises and stuff, like what I actually want to work on. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to spend at least the next week or so, which will probably bleed in a little further than planned because there will be a little bit of a break there for moving, but which, you know, when I know, you guys will know. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. It was like, if you hope you get it. It was like, if you hope you as well. So I say, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.